After learning about the background check required by the NCREC with your license application, you may be wondering how the Commission uses it to determine if you are of good character. Or maybe you're worried about an incident in your past precluding you from a career in real estate. It is important to note only the NCREC can determine if a specific incident or criminal conviction will not permit you to become licensed, as each application is reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Skyline School is not able to provide advice to any prospective student on whether or not an incident will lead to their application being denied. The NCREC is the only entity that can make that determination. Let's explore the metrics used by the NCREC to determine if someone is of good character and how you can find out ahead of time if there is something that will prevent you from being approved for your license. The purpose of the NCREC character review is to determine that you as an applicant are able to demonstrate that you are an honest and truthful individual with a track record that shows integrity, morality, and general emotional and mental fitness. This works directly to support the primary drive of the Commission, to protect the public interest, and is an indicator of an applicant's ability to reliably fulfill the duties of a licensed real estate broker. Such being the case, the Commission's Regulatory Affairs Division carries the weight of making such determinations and rulings, and to make these determinations, the Commission takes into account any incidents that have occurred in the realm of criminal conduct, professional license disciplinary actions, and financial responsibility. As we mentioned in our video about your background check, this is not a one-and-done review. Once licensed, any new incidents are required to be reported immediately for review. Life happens, and we all have a past. Do you have to have a spotless record to be deemed of good character? As is stated in an NCREC bulletin, of the 600 to 700 applicants eligible for licensure each month, over 100 currently require special review due to matters such as criminal convictions, license disciplinary actions, outstanding judgments, etc. While most of these involve relatively minor issues that do not prevent or significantly delay licensure, many require special review by the Commission. These frequently result in the applicant being offered the opportunity for an informal conference with designated Commission members to discuss their applications. Such being the case, we can see that although a record with a criminal conviction or licensed disciplinary action will require additional review, it does not necessarily mean you cannot gain approval for your license. What does the NCREC take into consideration when making a ruling on your character? First and foremost, honesty and full disclosure of any past events works far more in your favor than attempting to hide something from the Commission. In many cases, non-disclosure is seen as worse than the actual incident itself. Additionally, the Commission uses the following metrics to either approve or deny applicants: the level of severity of a crime, how much time has passed since the incident occurred, the circumstances surrounding the event, whether the incident is indicative of an inability to properly and honestly perform the duties of a real estate broker, review of any applicable jail, prison, probation, rehab, or employment records, completion of or active participation in applicable drug or alcohol abuse programs, a certificate of relief, whether there was the commission of any other crimes or offenses following the initial event, review of any personal and/or professional character references, and finally, your general candor and disclosure a visibly positive attitude, a lack of malice, and your genuine assurance that this issue will not be repeated in the future. Understandably, you may wish to have a ruling from the Commission on your character prior to investing the financial and time commitments required to complete your real estate broker education and testing. Luckily, there is indeed an option to do so. If you have any concerns or want to go ahead and get a ruling prior to fully investing in your requirements to become licensed, you may petition the NCREC for a predetermination of your character. It is important to note there is a $45 fee for filing your petition for predetermination, and once the Commission has made a ruling, it will be final and indisputable. Let's review what information you will need to provide to submit your petition. Your petition forms will be completed on the ncrec.gov website. You will have to submit your legal name, address, both physical and email, social security number, date of birth, telephone number, residences for the past 7 years, and your employment history since the date the offense was committed. You will be required to submit a criminal record prepared no more than 60 days prior to your date of petition, and a written statement detailing the circumstances of the offense. If you have any applicable rehab efforts, drug or alcohol treatments, or certificate of relief, you will be asked to provide those as well. Finally, you will need to provide affidavits and character references stating your fit and ability to carry out the duties afforded by licensure, your verification of the completeness and validity of the information you have provided, and your signature and $45 payment. As you can see, having a criminal record or disciplinary actions tied to professional licensure will not immediately eliminate you from becoming an NCREC licensed real estate broker. Through full and honest disclosure, you can certainly still be deemed to be of good character and complete your education and testing requirements to gain licensure. And if you're still not quite sure that the Commission will grant you approval, you are absolutely encouraged to complete and submit a petition for predetermination. Remember, the NCREC is the only one that can determine if a specific incident or criminal conviction will not permit you to become licensed. Skyline School is not able to provide advice to any prospective student on whether or not an incident will lead to their application being denied. Upon submission, the NCREC will then review your specific case to determine your fit to become a licensed agent. If you have any serious offenses in your background, such as but not limited to financial, sexual, or violent crimes, or previous disciplinary actions from another licensing board, it may be best to have an attorney advise you and help you to complete the petition for predetermination. If you are confident that you can demonstrate the honesty, integrity, and moral fortitude required to gain licensure, don't let fear of the past hold you back from your new career in real estate.